Okay guys, so this is the blues video. It's going to be pretty comprehensive, quite a bit to get through, lots and lots to show you. It's going to cover trending blues against trend blues, correlating blues with 5-minute green signals, and entries, most importantly entries, because what you have to understand about the blues is that they are a reversal signal. Okay, so you know, and that they are determined, the strength of that signal, that reversal, is determined by what time frame those blues are on, you know, and how many of them there are, you know, basically blues correlation. Okay, so entries are really important depending on you know, what time frame, you know, what size of blue you're using. Okay, right, so there'll be quite a lot. Just first of all, I just want to guide a few new members to the newbie page. This is the newbie page. As you can see, when you come here, guys, there are a few videos you might want to watch first. This Find Your Direction on long term, 1, 4, 8 and daily. That is probably the best long-term video that I have ever made. Okay, and there's been a few. Ask the members, there's been a few. Okay, again, some more here. Trading the 104s, using 104s, and then you've got some strategies. You've got, you know, dips on trending here. You've got a very simple 1-minute strategy there. That one, I think, is probably the most basic strategy, and people are having success with that. Well done, Darwin. There's longer term trading involving these two areas. The 3-step trading, which again is very simple once you understand what you're doing, and then there's Anissa's style of trading down here. So you get to pick a strategy, but what you have to do is you have to stick to that strategy. Okay, there will be another video in here shortly about the blues, at least maybe one as well that Julian's doing. We'll be watching that this week as well. Okay, there's also a lot of other goodies on here as well, you know, like mindset videos and advice on mindset, and there's some, you know, top related brokers here as well. But for this video we're going to go straight to the recordings. Okay, and you click on that, and you come to all the recordings we have. These are full sessions, as most of you know, but there's no sound. So basically what you're supposed to do is test your strategy and see how your strategy worked in the past on these videos. The more you'll see, you know, the clearer it'll become. Okay, so then let's crack on then. Right, I'm going to do some, as I said, there's a lot to get through, but I'm going to do some try and mix in the entries in particular, because that's really important, the entries on each and every section of this video. Okay, let's go to 86. Let's get somewhere around about here. 30 minutes, I think I wanted to show someone. Right, yeah. Okay, right. So, basically what we are, what the blues do is they pre-warn you, you know, of what's going to happen. Basically, there are, you know, as I said earlier, there are trending blues and they're against the trend blues. Okay, trending blues you tend to find, you know, on the smaller time frames, like the 15-minute and the 30 minutes, sometimes on the 1 hour. Against the trend blues, you will find, you know, on the 4 hour, the 8 hour, the daily, and we'll get to the different types of time frame blues. Anyway, what you want to do, okay, when you see a blue, is you need to get a golden ticket set up with it. This golden ticket set here is everything. It's how to trade this system, guys. Okay, so you need, you know, to look at a blue and say, well, okay then, have I got a golden ticket set up? Okay, so let's look at these UCAD blues here. Okay, you were outside the 1 hour. Excuse me, you were on the 4 hour flipped up BB band. Okay, you would say the 4 hours trending up, you would say the 8 hours trending up after that huge move up here. You know, and you had a red yellow there, which also would have said, you know, definitely. So you had the support there. You had a golden ticket number 1 with these blues. Okay, however, right, entries, you can see quite clearly here, this one went up and then bang, shot down again. Okay, but this one here then worked. It went down a little bit and then worked. So effectively, if you would have taken this straight away, you would have had a trade in there. But if you'd have thought this was going to go, you know, up here, then you'd have been disappointed when it hit this orange line and come back down. Okay, so, you know, sometimes, especially when you're on big time frame BB bands like this, when they turn, guys, they are going to turn big. They're not going. It's not just going to be a 5 or a 10 pip move. So you don't necessarily have to get in straight away. Okay, so on this one here, you would have had this yellow, you know, on the 5 minute chart. So, you know, diving in there, as soon as it's 5 minute orange line, look what happened. You know, so, you know, there are different ways of entering this. You could have used a buy stop, you could have used the second move. You might have got caught here if you'd have used the second move. There are also, you know, another way you can do it. Basically, you could have let this price go above the 5 minute orange line close and let it come back down to the orange line, and then either used momentum to get that move or a buy stop somewhere, you know, maybe 4 pips up from the close of this candle here, and then caught that move. But then, because it's on such a big time frame that you've turned, like the 4 hour BB band there, right, the chances are, guys, that this is, you know, going to go for a bit more, and you're going to get plenty of opportunities. Okay, so taking the first move for me, I will not advocate that with blues. You know, I would, especially on the big time frames where it turns here. Excuse me. Okay, so that, in essence, you know, you would have said was a bias because of the signals you got. Okay, now look at the UCAD 15 minute here. Yeah, 15 minute orange line mucked about a bit, but it never came back down and went against you. Alright, the difference being, look at this trend here, how strong this is. You're bouncing off the 8 hour orange line as well, flipped up 4 hour BB band. Okay, yeah, you have a bias with you as well from the 1 hour BB band. Okay, but that, for me, is a trending 15 minute blue. This one here, look at this. And look what it did, straight to the other BB band. Yes, it mucked about a bit here, the 15 minute orange line, which you'd expect. Now, here's another thing. If you're going to take these, my own way of doing this would be to take 2 trades. Right? I mentioned in the last video, close one when you hit the orange line and it starts to come back against you. Right? Pull your stop loss inside, so you're in profit, or, you know, at least break even, and let your second trade run to the other BB band. And look at that, you'd copped 2, really, because I mean that's an hour there, guys. You know, so to wait that long for this signal and to then just take 5, 10 pips is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You want to maximize this and get as much as you can, and that would be the way to do it. Okay, but again, yeah, you can tell this was a trending 15 minute blue here. Okay, and again, looking at the 5 minute, you've got a green with it. Great. Honestly, guys, you see a blue and a green, then you should be thinking of going that way, right, once you've got your golden ticket set up. And this would have been, if that signal wasn't there, and that signal wasn't there, this would have been a golden ticket number 2, because it's trending. And you were bouncing off the 8 hour orange line and the 4 hour BB band. Alright, so that blue there was a golden ticket number 2. Alright, and it correlated great with a green. Excuse me. Right. What was the other one I wanted to show you on this? There was Yeah, the GCAD I've shown. I've got it classed as I'm not sure, it might have been the EG. Yeah, the EG 4 hour. If you look here, look at this blue, guys. Outside BB bands, you are definitely piercing the 8 hour orange line. Strong downtrend, trending 4 hour blue. Look at that. But here's something else I'm going to point out in a bit as well. Once you know how to read these charts, you've cracked it. Right? Now, everything that happens here happens on these smaller time frames. Okay, so if you're looking at bounces of 5 minute orange lines, look what happens here on the 4 hour orange line. Hit it, bounced up, then went through. Okay, that's what they do. It happens here, it happens here. You can see quite clearly on this GU here, it's hit the daily orange line, it's bounced up. Chances are now it comes down to this orange line, it's going through. Okay, let's get to the end and see. Anyway, it might be the next day because you know it's the bounces can be bigger, but there you go. Look, you know, you bounce. So I've got to, sorry Stephanie and Lambo, I've got to praise you on this because you really have picked up on this. Every time I throw a question out now concerning this, Lambo or Stephanie, there are one or two other members who know what's going on, including the MTs, but I have to praise these two because they are the first two to answer correctly every time. And bounce, you know. Okay, so that's when you say to yourself, can I trust these blues? 15 minutes here. Well, you've bounced there daily. Chances are it's going to go through the orange line. Plus you were right on the 8 hour orange line as well, guys. 4 hour orange line as well, guys. 1 hour BB band. You know, so you just got to say to yourself, well, this is saying that, and I've got a blue in that direction. You know, you had 3. There's a lot of information saying it was going down there. Okay. What was the other point? I think we're done on that one. Again, I'll just mention about buy and sell stops. I think we would have been somewhere up here. So if you'd have used a sell stop, you know, because it's the 15-minute chart, you might put it, I don't know, 10 pips below the close of that candle there. You'd have caught it. So if it carried on going up, you weren't in the trade. Alright, but if you use the sell stop, I would advise using buy and sell stops on the bigger time frames. Okay, rather than the 5 minute. Okay, if you can use momentum, use momentum. You know, and just again, look at this UCAD, guys. Look how many times once it had turned, it then went up off the 5 minute orange lines. You had no need whatsoever to take that first move. Okay, because this is like, I don't know, 1, 2, yeah, that would have been the second move. Well, there's a second move, wasn't there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more times for 10 pips or more. Right, that went up there after it had turned, after ignoring that first move, which was with this blue. Okay? Okay, you understand what I'm saying? You don't have to take that first move. Let the first move go. Let it go above the 5 minute orange line. Let it come back to the 5 minute orange line, and then start trading in that direction. And as I say, there was 7 10 pippers there. You 70 pips and 7-0 minimum on the UCAD alone. Okay, that's without taking, you know, the GU, which, in all honesty, once you understand how these charts work here, these big time frames, guys, you know, you've cracked it. That was just a beaut. Okay, let's crack on then. Right, I think we're just going to focus still on, you know, the fact of blues getting long-term support, guys. Basically finding what do you call it, a golden ticket setup. Okay, so let's have a look then. Right, again, I suppose you would look at the UCAD there and this blue here. It's against the trend. against the trend. So what did it have at the time? Well, you were outside. You were outside, whether the signal was there or not. You were outside. You were outside, and you had a blue here. Maybe didn't have that. That could have been a blue to start with, and then changed. But you had this. Okay, you had this blue here as well. And look again with the green. Look at the correlation again with the greens. So these guys, I've been saying for a while now about the greens being reversal signals. Right? You had them, up with a setup like that, right? And then you should be thinking that's definitely going to perform. Okay, but again, you could have let it hit the 5-minute orange line. Came back a little bit, but there's still plenty of momentum. So again, straight through, great trade there. Comes back again, great trade there. 15-minute BB band slips up here. Highly likely that that's going to go up again. Okay. Blues again. Let's have a look at the GU. Well, I think you can see quite clearly here what's been going on. You see there, come down, bounce. Didn't go back above the daily BB band, so what's it going to do? It's going to come down and go through. Yes, it was a long time coming, but it eventually went through to the BB band, and then what happened? Bounced. So again, reading the long-term charts, getting a golden ticket set up with a blue is really, really important for me. Again, you would have looked at these two blues here. Okay, they'd have been fine, to take, because of outside here. Yeah, but again, with the wicks here, this would have said to you, but it can't hold its own going up because of these wicks, so it highly likely wants to go down. Okay, again, on the 8-hour, look, you had a couple of wicks before this one, so the chances are it would have wanted to go down, and you probably weren't far off this daily orange line as well. So again, that would have been fine, and look what it's got with it. A green. Okay, plenty of blues and a green. Okay, you probably even had a blue here, and it's might have disappeared now because we're on the 1-hour orange line. I think this is basically covered this one as well. Yeah, again, let's have a look at this one. Was this one okay to take? Well, 1-hour BB band. Again, there's not much of a trend on the 1 and 4s. Even the 8's a bit blur. But if you looked at the GU, you've gone up, bounced. Sorry, you've been rejected. It's come down, and then it's bouncing up again. All right, off 4-hour orange line. You could have said yeah, but again, I'm pretty sure that had a green with it, even if it didn't, and the setup was still there. Well, I'm gonna just show you this one, guys, because again, this just shows you everything I mean about once the move has already got going, and not taking the first move and then taking the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, right? This is weak. When you get something like that, guys, it's not pushing down anymore. Okay, so your first move was probably there. You can see it's gone up through the orange line, then it's come back down. Right, so that was your first move. So this would have been your second move here, right? And then your third, and your fourth, possible fifth. Okay, bigger pullback here, probably because you were on. Well, it was the BB band there when it has happened, so not flipped down BB band yet, so it went further down. Another move there, another move there. This one again, you're back on this BB band. You might have said, well, it might come back a bit more now, so I'll just wait and see. Well, let's have a look what happened on that one. Yeah, didn't come back more. You got momentum, so no problem. Okay, and look, another one, another one. That was a good one. Excuse me as well. Excuse me, guys. Then, of course, you get a green. Have a look. Oh, outside 1 hour. Blues against me. Outside 15-minute BB bands. Outside 30-minute BB bands. Blues against me. So that would have been your exit. Green there. But there was still, 6 or 7 good trades there after the first move. You didn't have to take the first move. I've been on about this for quite some time now, and there are still members in the room that are trying to nab that first move and getting caught out. Great example would have been the UCAD on Thursday. You know, but again, you had 148 blues, but you had a daily super against you, and the UCAD was somewhere here on the daily, okay, but it had already bounced up, you know, and was going down. It hit the orange line, and it had quite a way to go to the daily BB band, okay, but because it had already bounced, the chances were that then was going to keep pushing to the next wall, and the next wall was the daily BB band, right? So those 148 blues that were here, here, and here didn't perform until the daily had done its job, you know, and that's why I say Lambo bang on it. Stephanie was bang on it. She even called it out in the room. You know, this is the kind of things you've got to look at and say to yourself, well, this might not perform. But there was a member, I can't recall who it was, guys, who had took the blues on the first move, okay, and it hit the 5 minute orange line like this, and then just went boom against them, okay. So if that member hadn't have taken the first move and had waited, as I say, for the move to get going, because you're outside 1, 4 and 8, right, that move would have gone and gone and gone, similar to that move there, and you would have had lots and lots of opportunities. So it's just a matter of reading the charts, guys, and saying to yourself, well, I'm not risking the first move. It's crazy to risk the first move, because understanding what blues are, guys, they are an early warning system. They tell you what's going to happen. Yes, MT's tweaked them, but they still work in the same way, you know, in the fact that you need a golden ticket setup, you need good correlation with them. If you can, make sure you've got a green with them, and make sure you've got a golden ticket, number 1 or number 2 or even number 4, okay, right. So I can move on from there. Looking at my notes here, guys. Just take a drink. Right, I want to show now a few examples before we get on to you know, the 4 hour blues and that. I want to show you an example of trading, right, trading the trend or the flow, you know, the actual move, with the absence of blues, and how them not being there can benefit trading, okay. Okay, number 79. If I'll get right to the end on this one. Right, okay. We were already very high in the last hour up here. Okay, we were already up here, outside here, and outside here. And we've got this signal and this signal saying, you know, we're going down. Right, there's no blue here. There's no blue here. There's no blue here. There's no blue here. And look what's been happening. Bang, keep going. Bang, keep going. I would be a little more careful because of where we were, you know. So effectively, if I was doing open TP on, say, this trade here, and as soon as that showed up, I'd have closed the trade. Okay, and then look for the next one. Okay, I might even just be going for 10 pippers here. Okay, but the lack of blues here, anywhere on the charts really, was saying to me that you can continue to take these 5 minute orange line trades. There's no blues. No blues anywhere, not even on the 15 minute, and you're way outside the 15 minute PB bands. 30 minutes, you're way outside. Okay, again, I'll just point out this trend in blue here, 30 minutes. Okay, look what it did though. Again, stumbled a bit at the orange line and then carried on to the BB band. So again, 2 trades there, would have been closed one there, bring my stop loss inside, and then, you know, let that one go to the BB band and then close it. Okay, Somebody mentioned about which blues, I think it was Hans was saying, which blues do we not trade? Right, again guys, it comes down to the golden ticket. I will go back to that UCAD of Thursday where it had 148 blues. Okay, they're gonna work. They did work, but they didn't work until the UCAD touched or broke the daily BB band. So it's a matter of learning how to read these charts. If you can learn how to read these charts, then you'll know which blues to take and which not to take. Okay, and that's all I can say on that, because the blues, no matter where they are, you know, eventually work. It's just a matter of why is it still going up. Okay, you look at this UCAD, it's a really, really strong trend, guys. Sorry, GCAD. It's a really strong trend. You've got a blue here with a signal next to it, and you're outside on daily, but it's absolutely firing. 2 days solid there, it's been firing up. Okay, so, you know, maybe the next day, this would perform, you know, because it's a daily chart here. It doesn't mean it's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, the next 10 minutes. The move might be, you know, overnight. It might be the next morning. It might, you know, it could be the next day. It could keep pushing and pushing. This is the thing with the blues. They're like an early warning system, you know, but it's warning you that it's going to go down here, but it's not saying it is going down until you start getting something with it. You've not even got blues on your 15-minute or your 30-minute here, guys. You know, not on your 1, not on your 4. So just thinking that signal there is going to take it down is a little bit asking a bit too much. But yeah, anyway, the absence of blues, guys, as I say, you can continue. It means you can continue trading the trend. Okay, you can see quite clearly there. It's hitting the 5-minute orange line, and you get blues even against. Sorry, you're getting momentum even against greens. Okay, because there was no blues anywhere. All right. Okay, so I think that covers that. It's just common sense that if you don't see a blue and you've got a nice strong trend going, you know. But again, just bear in mind where you are outside on all 4 time frames. So you wouldn't be thinking, oh, you know, an open TP here and ignoring that green. You would think open TP, close it, trade here, open TP. Maybe you might have closed it there, or you might have let it go here and then said close it. You know, you've just got to be a bit sensible. Okay, right, let's get on. So 4 hour blues, I gotta show you these guys, and we will just be basically flicking through you know, a few time frames on these. Okay, let's go back a couple of minutes on this one then. I've got 134 minutes down here for some reason. I didn't put anything next to it though, did I? Why have I put that one then? Just give me a minute, guys. I've got notes here and they're kind of... I'll flip to the end on that. Not sure why I put 134 minutes. Anyway, 4 hour blues. 4 hour blues. Right. Look at this. Look at it. Look at GU, you had a daily. Look, goes up, rejected, going up again. This is going to this orange line at least. Okay, 8 hour BB band flipped up, so you have that in your favour. 4 hour blue, look at what it did. 4 hour blue. Look at this, it's perfect, hits the orange line, bounces, and then goes through. Okay, look down, you can see the wick to the orange line here, then it bounced up, then it went through. Right, there's a big wick down to the BB band here, and then what did it do? Bounced. Chances are high this will come back down now to at least the BB band, probably even go through it. Okay, this is, you know, what they do, right? But the quality of 4-hour blues, it's my favourite time frame, this, guys. And if I see a 4-hour blue, I am not trading against that anymore. Okay, you can see why. 4-hour blue here, all the way up here. 4-hour blue here, all the way down here. 4-hour blue, all the way up here. Okay, so yeah, that's basically, I'm just trying to give you an idea of what, you know, these blues do on the 4-hour. And the reason I like the 4-hour time frame, guys, is because there's enough time in there for you know, for us to trade that 4-hour blue. Okay, that's why I love that time frame in particular. Okay, right, just going to show you again here, number 74, start to finish. Okay, let's have a look again. 8-hour blue, outside, outside, outside. There's no blue shot. Oh, this one here, UCAD. Okay, but look at what had happened here. Look at it. Right, goes up, goes through the orange line, rejected, comes back down, closes there, but then look, the next time, bang, right through. Okay, start to finish on that. Let's have a look. Look how far that 4-hour blue on the UCAD did. Look where it came to. Look at that. It's just unbelievable. In fact, I'll try and get it back so it shows you the red. Okay. Look at it. A bit more. Just a touch more. Look at that. Look at what happened. Look. Is it, you know, I really, as far as this time frame with blues is concerned, because that was in our session, you saw at the start of the session, right, that there was just a 4-hour blue here. Okay, was it right at the start? There. Okay, and then you saw what it did during our session, and that is why I love 4-hour blues, guys. Right, because, you know, you had quite a bit of warning here with a couple of these yellows, and then all of a sudden it went down, bounced as you'd expect it to. Then look what it did the next time, right through the BB band, and eventually it come back to the orange line here and went down again. Okay, so, you know, 4-hour blues for me, probably the best time frame to get them on, because as I say, you do tend to be able to trade them during our session. I'm going to go on to some long-term trading shortly, but again, you know, I'm just pointing out the 4-hour blues at the moment. What have we got in here now? Right, let's do start to finish again on this one. So back. Again, you can see what's happening with the blues, guys. Look, this is against, I mean, you're outside here, whether that signal is there or not. You've got a 4-hour blue, you're outside here. Okay, brilliant, brilliant. And again, you know, if you've got a 5-minute clean, but look what happened if you didn't take the first move. Bang, winner, winner after the pullback, winner, keeps coming back. You know, and you're taking any of these, you've won. You know, again on UCAD here, yes, it went right down to the orange line before shooting back up, and you got another 4-hour blue, and then back down again, eventually going through the orange line. Okay, just to show you that G, remember this, I think we've looked at something similar. It goes down, bounces off the orange line, goes through to the BB band, bounces back up. Okay, it's gone through the orange line, but then look at the next time, straight through, not respecting that BB band at all. You know, so again, that's something you need to be able to, you know, to learn. And that video that I showed you at the beginning, that will help you big time on that, guys. Again, where do you start thinking about exiting the trades? Well, that was a big downtrend, so you should have been looking at taking it down from there. Okay, but anyway, you know, again, look at these blues. You know, when they paid up, when they turned up. Look at what they've done. You know, 4 hour blue there. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that, let's see if I can get back to how that moved down. Come on, I need to show this. Right, so I'll just pause that there. You've had this big move down on the UCAD. Okay, BB band, 4 hour orange line. 4 hour blue appears. 4 hour blue appears. This might actually come a little bit more to this BB band here. Right, but because, you know, there's nothing pushing this here. There might be an 8 hour, but there's nothing here pushing this further down. And you've also bounced a couple of times off here now without going through. You understand? This is why, you know, understanding what's going on here will help you. You might say to yourself, well, it's not gone through a couple of times, so why would it go through now? You know, it might do. But again, if you know, get your setup right, you've got a 4 hour blue, look for your green or your 5 minute yellow, okay? And look for the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth moves, you know, rather than just, you know, the first move. Sometimes they shoot up, guys. There's nothing you can do about it, but the safest way, you know, to trade the blues is, in my opinion, looking for the second, third, and, you know, the rest of the moves after that. You know, like now, because you've hit it and it's bounced, you can tell with that wick, I would be looking now for up on that. Yeah, not got it. You've got red momentum still, so you're still looking for your second move here. Still, you know. Again, you've just had a really strong move, and this is why you shouldn't be taking that. It's like you take. The problem with this signal here now is, guys, that this candle could have been up here before that green appeared. If you're getting in there and it does this, you're like, oh God, you know, you're panicking a bit, aren't you? Like that. There you go, you know. So your second move didn't appear. That is nothing to suggest here it was going up. You know? So your second move didn't appear, so you're not in this trade and you're not losing. Again, it did come down. Look at the UCAD daily chart. It did come down. Oh dear. Come on, yeah, broke it. There you go. See, blues are still there. This is virtually what happened on Thursday, guys. Literally what happened on Thursday. You know, as I say, it could have gone either way, but because he utilised the second move entry, you're not in this losing trade. You know, if you're like Lambo or Stephanie or myself, you might have taken this down here. You know, yeah, I definitely would have taken it down. Right. Yeah, first move. You've broken daily. Your blues are in play. Yeah, again, you see you're at the orange line. What you're looking for, guys, right? If you start getting big momentum, then just take it. You know, this on the UCAD green here. This starts flashing like it says +7 there. So if this carries on, and this is the thing, when you know, when you're dealing with momentum, guys, it's not just one flash. You know, it flashes once and you think, oh, I'm in. You know, no, right. Against moves like that, you need continual flashing. That starts flashing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, things like that. My God, yeah, it's going to go, because that's what it's all about, the flashing. Okay, as much as the numbers, it's flashing. Right. Look, see, only 2 now, and is that -2 as well? I don't know, I can't really see it, but again, this is perfect second move territory. There you go. Right, this, like this, continually flashing. And I can't show that because I'm just flicking through, but you know, you get the point anyway, guys. Instead of just one or two odd little flashes here, you want plenty of flashing, and then you know momentum's really kicked in. And look at that then. You know, because you waited, you weren't in this trade, didn't lose that one, you waited. But again, if you'd have understood what was going on here, here, right, you'd have waited for these blues. Okay, so that's, you know, basically the best way, you know, to trade the blues. Best way to enter is second moves, third moves, fourth moves, and so on. Because sometimes when they turn on these time frames, guys, they just go and go and go and go. Okay, and you know, you see. I can even show you this EG here, even though there weren't any blues. It's touched the 8-hour orange line. It's pierced the 4-hour orange line, and look, that was your first move. Here was your second move. Yeah, it took ages to get going, but there was another move here. It came back. There was another move here. Possibly, you know, you would have got massive momentum there for that to do that. So yeah, you could have taken that as well. I prefer it when they actually come back and touch, you know, the orange line. But if momentum was flashing big there, I wouldn't have held back, and I would have got in. Even this last move here, you know. So again, second move, third move, fourth move, fifth move, 6 moves off it, and each and every one of them would give you 10 pips. Okay, so you don't have to take that first move, guys, and that's the safest way to trade them, blues. Okay, right, let's move on. I want to show you 2 absolute crackers here now. A bit of long-term trading using the blues. Long-term trading, right? Overnight trades, you know, for Americans in particular, because they're asleep when London's open, and there's huge, well, there has been, for a few years now, there's been some massive moves concerning the pound and that. So let's go right back, and this shows you, okay, this shows you that, you know, the blues have forever worked, really, because MT's tweaked them a few times of late, but this will show you, you know, how they have, you know, always worked, really. Okay, so number 24. Oh God. Right. Right, this is actually the EU. Not the EG, guys, it's the EU. But, you know, it's irrelevant. It's all about the blues here. Right, so what we were looking at, long-term trades. Okay, look at this move, guys. Look at this trend down here. Okay, look at this trend, right? Okay, you've got blues all over the show here, right? So the chances are you're going to get some pullback. Here's how this is the perfect time, I think, the perfect time to use buy and sell stops, guys. Okay, the perfect time for it, right? You've got a daily blue. Yes, it's against a long trend, but if you use a buy stop, the chances are you'll be out. You won't be in the trade unless it actually goes up. Okay, you've got an 8-hour as well. What I would do like this, you know, I would leave it. If this starts going, then, you know, you've got to make a decision while you're watching it. Okay, it's no good letting this go up to the orange line and then putting a buy stop on it, because you know for a fact it's going to come down when it hits that orange line. Okay, so, you know, let's say you were still watching your charts and price has gone up and then it comes back down again, and then I would start looking then when that candle comes back down on your own charts, right, to place a buy stop. About, depends on the pair. Excuse me, depends on the pair. Like I've said in the past, you know, 15 to 20 pips on the GCAD. The EG, I would probably do, you know, 10 to 15. The GU, same. But it's down to you guys. You've got to find, you know the chances are high that it's going to go up, but it's all dependent on where you place your buy stop, sell stop. Like I say, if it comes up here and then comes down, and you're watching your own charts, and then you just go into bed, then place your buy stop. Okay, but okay, this is what I wanted to point out. Right, this is trading, long-term trading, basically overnight trades, blah blah blah, whatever. Right, so I've got the next day for this. Okay, number 25, just to show you what happened. Pause that there, just to show you what happened. Was it the next day? This isn't the next day. Sure, I had the next day for that one. 24, 25, right. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not showing the next day. Guys, I think I've made a mistake here. I don't like making mistakes. Anyway, right, it's a few days later by the looks of it. A week later. But look what happened, guys. Look what happened. I can't believe I made that. I was sure I had the next day. Anyway. Yeah, look what happened. Look what that blue did. 4 days later. Looking at the 8-hour blues here somewhere. That's incredible. They're incredible, honestly, and that's how you. I would trade the long terms. I would look, see a blue on the daily or a blue on the 8-hour, and then think, right, I'm going to set a buy stop or a sell stop on this, and if that kicks in during the night, then sometimes you wake up to a couple of 100 pips. Okay, I've got another one to show you, and I'm just going to check. I think the dates are definitely right on this. I can't believe that. I was sure that was, day on day. Oh dear. Anyway, right, 40, 41, 42. Let's have a look at these. Forty. Right. There. 11th of the 6th. Where's 41? 12th of the 6th. Can you see it? The dates are there. 42. 13th of the 6th. Let's pause that there. Okay. This was, well, you can see with the UCAD here. Right, look at all these attempts to go up. Right, again, look at these 4-hour blues performing again. Up, down, probably come down. This wouldn't put me off trading a long term on this, because this is a pullback. Because you've got this here now, right, with help. Okay, you can see quite clearly there that market closed there and it opened here, which means this is a Monday or Tuesday, because this is the Tuesday candle. And that's when the market opened, with the jump, okay, over the weekend. Alright, so, you've got this signal here. Okay, so you're looking for this. This is what you want. You want this to pull back a bit. And then, when this has pulled back a bit, again, keeping an eye on your own charts, right, you've got that direction there because of this blue, okay? Say, the next 4-hour candle closes, right, then look to put a buy stop up from the close of that 4-hour candle. Okay, so if it was this candle here, you would, put a buy stop 15 pips, say, up from the close of that candle. Okay, then if it did that, you'd be in it. Okay, so let's go and have a look the next day. Oh God, what's going on here? Something going on here. What number were we guys? 41, wasn't it? Okay, so this you can see here when it came down, right? This is the candle here. You would have put a buy stop on, right? So you'd have been in that trade there. Understand? We've caught that, and it went back to the 4-hour BB band. There's more to come on this. In my opinion, you've got 2 blues now. So again, you would do the same again. Look at this 4-hour flipped up BB band. We've just pierced it again. So again, right? You're looking for an LT trade in the direction of this, right? This candle closes, you know, if leave it as late as you can, obviously, but if this candle closes and it starts going up, then that's when you think to yourself, right, well, I might just get in here because this is going to go up, okay? But again, buy stop, best place to use them. Excuse me. There's number 42. I can't believe that. I didn't get them dates right on that, guys. Seriously. Okay, and look what happened, guys. You know, you can't see it on the 4-hour. It might, yeah, actually, this is it, isn't it? That's where the BB band flips up. You see it? See it? You see how it started going up, though? That's one of them where you would have just said, oh, I'm getting in, because these are saying there's no need to wait for this candle to close and then put a buy stop here. It's ridiculous. It was going up, so you'd have seen that on your own charts. You'd have just said, right, I know it's going up. When I was in the room, it was on the been outside the 4-hour BB band, so I'm going to get in. Look at what you would have caught, right? Based on this, right? And then it's typical up to the 1-hour orange line, bounce. Okay, there's your bounce outside on 8-hour. Chances are now this will go up to this BB band. Okay, maybe not, you know, straight away, because again you're talking about a daily chart here, but we'll have a look anyway and see what happens. Yeah, you can see it came down further to the BB band, but look, going up again. You know, but again, that's what I would look for. I would look for the daily blue, or an 8-hour blue, sometimes even a 4-hour blue if it's with, you know, a strongish trend. You know, like this here. I would have been thinking, you know, well, this trend is up, so I would have, you know, if this was the last thing I saw, that would be in my mind then, thinking, oh, long-term trade here, and look at it. You know, again, you still have this system of where it bounced off the orange line here, it bounced up to here. You can see the wick on this candle. 4-hour blue. What it did, bang, down, look. Okay, so as far as long-term trading is concerned, look for a daily, look for an 8-hour blue, sometimes even a 4-hour blue with the trend. You could even use the lack of blues, okay, for a trend trade. What do I mean by that? Well, you know, you see this signal here on the UK, it was a big downtrend. You see this signal here? It's not blue. Okay, there was no blue here, which is when, well, no, I think it's somewhere up here. Right, but anyway, you know, there's no blue. There might not have been a blue up here. Okay, so if there was no blue, then one price has gone up, then look for a sell stop here. Just continue taking a trade with the trend. Okay, if there's no blue against you. So you just watch for that. If we're in the room and the last thing you see is price on or just through, you know, the daily orange line, or BB bands, right? And there's no blue against it, okay? No blue going up there, right? Try just putting a sell stop 10, 15 pips below, you know, where price is. Again, look for it on, you know, maybe 1-hour chart. Look, this is what you're looking for, guys, when you're doing LT trading. You're looking for the pullback. So you'd have been waiting for that there and saying, right, I'm going to put my sell stop here now, just below the close of that candle, and then bang, you caught that. You know, you could be snoring away and you could have caught that. And again, that's because of the lack of the blues. But again, it's just that pullback candle. That's all you're looking for, the pullback candle, and then bang. All right, right. Now I wanted to just end the video with a couple of things. I'm going to go over, you know, the basically recap a few points, but I just wanted to put this extra bit on about reading direction off daily charts, and why once you understand what's going on there, you'll understand what's going on everywhere, because it's the same as on the 5-minute charts, but it's a massive time frame, which means it dictates direction. Okay, so it's very important that when you understand this, you basically cracked it. What do you call it? Cracked it. Not with it today. Right, I think we've got 3 videos on the run, haven't we? Well, we've got 61, 62, 63. Just let me check the dates before, 61, 24th, 25th, 27th. So it's missing a day. That won't matter too much. Okay, so we're just going to be looking at the dailies here, guys, because I just want to show you. Okay, again, look at the GU, down, hits the orange line, a little bounce through the orange line this time, hits the BB band, bouncing. Right, tomorrow, highly likely that tomorrow I'm thinking down and through that BB band. Okay, so my bias for tomorrow, even if I wanted to do a long-term trade now, based on what I see here, I'd have been looking, later on in the night. I mean, it's only early here, at this time, but in the night I would be looking for a pullback candle on the 1 hour, on my own 1 hour charts, and then put in as late as possible and put in a sell stop 10 or 15 pips probably, from the close, of that candle, because of what I see here. Okay, bounce, down, bounce, down through, right, okay. Alright, the same with the GCAD, you can see quite clearly here, it's come down, it's bounced up, right, then it went down, not so much to the BB band, but, well, it did because it's flipped up, yeah, so that was the bounce off the BB band there, but again, tomorrow, down. Okay, now this is what I see here. Okay, UCAD would have been a bit of a mess to read. EG, if I was going to say anything here, you can see quite clearly it's hit the orange line, it's bounced, so I would be looking, what, here? Up. Okay, up, because it's hit the orange line, bounce, and this section, as I say, I can talk about the blues all day long. Look at this going up, 4 hour blue down, 4 hour blue down, 4 hour blue down. This one will definitely go up, 100% definitely go up. Okay, added to the fact that you've broke the 8 hour, and that now, right, is the perfect place for this to start going up. So again, it's like, adding everything together, getting your golden ticket set up with these big time frame blues. I mean, look at that one there, beautiful. This one, BB band slipped down, outside, bang, straight back down. So anyway, we're going to look at the next day. I'll just show you exactly what happened. But again, we were looking at the fact that my bias for tomorrow was down. Look at that. Look at that. This happens all the time. And if you can read this, bounce through to the BB band, bounce through the BB band. EG. Look at that EG, and look where it went up for, guys. You could have put, you could have started an open TP trade based on what you saw here. Right? The same with the GU. Look, you were back on the 8 hour BB band. You could have just put the trade on and left it overnight, and look at that. Bang. And that's all reading what is going on here. But what goes on here happens here, 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 here. Okay? You understand? Alright, look at the GCAD. Bounced, went through, bounced, went through the orange line, bounced up back through the orange line, and then boom, right through the BB band. Okay, and another thing about these LTs, guys, I will mention, while we're on, is you can actually take 2 trades. You can take 2 trades with them, okay, and you know, expect the bounce back, small bounce back or whatever, and then close one, and then so basically you could put these trades on a Tuesday and let them run the week, you know, or 2 or 3 days, and try and maximize as much as you can out of them, get as much as you can out of them. Okay, let's have a look. 2 days later. Right, we're on the pause. Look what the GU did, guys. Look at this, 2 days later, still going. Look at that. It went through, it bounced, it's now above. It bounced pretty much off the BB band this time, comes down. Yes, I know it didn't do much there, but it was against a pretty strong trend to start with on the daily, but look, up to the BB band. So guess what you could have done, guys, when you put your LT trade on here? Took 2 trades, close one at the orange line, let the other one run to the BB band. Okay, same with the GU. You knew it was going down. If you read these charts correctly, like I'll tell you now, I've been really impressed with Lambo and with Stephanie at being able to read these charts now like this, right? You've taken 2 trades here. You could have closed one here. There wasn't much of a bounce back here, so you know you just benefited more. You know, it just kept going. GCAD, look at the GCAD. Oh my God, you put that, you know, trade on there. Look at it. 3 days later, that's massive. That's guys, I cannot tell you how many pips that is, but it's at least 400 or 500 pips that. Okay, and that, you know, is just kind of reading, you know, what's going on the daily charts, and saying to yourself, well, this looks like if I put a sell stop on here because I think the GU is going down, because the daily chart is telling me the GU is going down to the daily BB band because it's already bounced off the daily the daily orange line, then it's definitely going. You know, if you can read them charts, you can make a lot of profit without, you know, and then just do your scalping in the room. You know, so your long-term trades can be very, very profitable. If you don't believe me, ask Kevo, ask Kevin the sniper, you know, who does a lot of long T, or PP, or MB when he comes back in, or you know, Dips, who do these long-term trading, right? And they'll tell you that they can be very, very profitable. Okay, I've just got 2 more to show you. 49, again, basing everything on what, you know, reading these long-term. Blah, blah, blah. God, what am I on about here now? Oh, no, hang on a minute. It's just remembering what I've wrote down, guys, because I've done it all in shorthand, so it's like, you know, trying to get my head around what I've done. So no, I'm on the wrong one. Right, okay. It's just one more thing about the, where is it? 63. The 5 minute. I think it was 5 minute greens with the correlation. Oh, I've already shown it, haven't I? I've already shown you the 5 minute. Anyway, you know, so I'm just going to recap over a few things. Definitely, guys, the blues, right? When that had done its job, but again, you know, just bear in mind, if you'd have attempted to take this one here before that daily signal had done its job, well, that daily candle, there wasn't a signal there, okay, and you took the first move there, you'd have lost. Okay, if you'd have looked for the second move, you wouldn't be in it. Okay, if you took the first move here, you'd have been okay. Alright, fair enough. You know, that had done its job. You were outside at 04, you had blue, so you could have taken that. But look at the second move, guys. You know, the second move here. Same with the GCAD. Look, you've taken that when you've gone, oh my God, it's gone well against me. Look at this, you've taken this here because you were outside on 04 time frames. Fair enough. If you waited for the second move, look at this. Alright, and again, once you turn on these big time frames, guys, you tend to get multiple opportunities. You know, there was one on the GU the other night. I actually text MT about it, and the GU gave after that first move. Do you remember the first move? And MT was pointing out the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth just before the end of the session. Well, there was 10 pip moves off the 5-minute orange lines or BB bands when that eventually turned 10. Okay, that's 100 pips, right, for just waiting, and that was after the first move, guys, and that's just waiting, you know, for it to turn. Let it turn, let it make its mind up, and then you say to yourself, let's start trading. Look, MT's showing it there now. You know, it's just, for me, it's common sense. I know a lot of you itchy trigger fingers, you know, and you want to get in and get your pips. You want to get in and get your pips. Well, stop thinking like that. Just think, I'm going to do it safely. I'm going to do it safely. You know, I'm going to get the second move, I'm going to get the third move, I'm going to get the fourth move, I'm going to get the fifth move, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, whatever. Okay, look for a 5-minute green with correlating blues. So you say, yeah, 5-minute green, blues, loads of blues there after the daily had done its job. You know, look for trending blues, look for against the trend blues, but get a golden ticket set up with it. Okay, look for the 5-minute green correlation, and above all, look at second, third, fourth, and tend to try and ignore the first move, guys. If you ignore the first move, I promise you, you will not lose as many trades as you normally do, and your trading will improve because you'll know then it's actually turned. Okay, again, trading with the absence of blues, you know, you saw before, it will keep going. If there's no blues anywhere, the trends will keep going, and you can continue to take them trends. Just be a little careful of where you are on the LTs. You know, if you're outside all 4 BB bands, then just think to yourself, I'll just take 10 pips, you know, and keep doing that. 4-hour blues, you've seen me show you them, and you know how they work literally all the time, literally 100% of the time, once you've got your setup, right? Because this blue here didn't work here, did it? You know, it didn't work here, okay, but it was still there. So has that blue worked now? It's just a matter of you saying to yourself, well, okay, I'm outside the daily now. The daily did want to break that daily BB band because it had been down a few times. You know, it had bounced once, so chances are it wants to break it the next time. You know, and just, you know, just get a stronger setup with the blues as you possibly can. And again, if you're going to do some overnight trades or long-term trades, then use buy stops, sell stops. Take on board what I said about learning how to read the daily charts. I've just shown you there on that GU what happened. It came down, it bounced off the orange line. The next time it went down through the orange line, right? So we were kind of, you know, the day after this happened here, right? Or this day, when this bounce off the BB band happened, you should have been looking, thinking, this is going to go down because it's already bounced off the BB band back. It's now going to break that BB band, and look what it did, guys. The same with that GCAD there, it was absolutely perfect. The same with the EG, you know, again, absolutely perfect. And where was your entry point? Look at that, flipped up 8-hour BB band. You're on the 4-hour orange line somewhere over here. Maybe it might have mucked around for a bit, but eventually went up for you, you know. So you can do long-term trading using the blues, but again, you can also do long-term trading using the daily charts, reading those daily charts. And again, you know, I'm just going to come back to the video that will help you on this, and that's this one here. Find your direction on long-term, 148 and daily. Okay, guys. So I think I covered virtually everything on the blues there. You know, obviously Julian's going to put a scalping strategy. He loves scalping the blues, Julian, and I look forward to seeing that as well. You know, that may be added to the list of videos, so I hope it's a good one, Jules. No pressure, pal. So yeah, if you need to just ask about the blues, guys, just to, before you ask a question of me about the blues, just see what you can put together. You look at a blue, you see a blue on a 15-minute, see what golden ticket setup you've got. Is it with the trend? Is it a trending? Has it got a golden ticket number 1? Has it got a golden ticket number 2? Or even if you're asking about the long terms, it's no problem. I don't mind you quizzing me on these things, guys. But again, you have to learn. So if you're going to learn, then this is where you will learn about that. Long-term dailies. The blues video will probably be going on here as well. So hopefully MT will sort that out as soon as he can. I think we've covered everything. Just looking at my notes. Yeah, I think I will just go over that point again. Okay, let's see if I can find just one more video. Let's try and see what I've not used. No. Right, okay, well, you had, excuse me, this is a trend down. Okay, you can quite clearly see it's trend down. You're on the 8-hour orange line, you had an 8-hour signal, 4-hour orange line, you're on the 1-hour BB band. Look at the blues here, guys. So they would have been considered trending blues. Okay, and you'll notice that the trending blues tend to appear here and here, very rarely here and here. But what you do get here on these long terms is a golden ticket number 2 setup. Here, look for trend and bounces off orange lines and BB bands in direction of trend. Okay, against the trend blues, you would want on these longer term charts. You see here, these are against the trend blues, against the trend blues here. Even these two on the daily are against the trend blues. Okay, but again, as I say, they tend to appear against the trend on the long terms, but with the trend on the shorter term time frames. Okay, guys, I think I can't really cover anything else on this video for blues. And if you have any questions, just I'll be in the room. Long one, MT. It's a long one. Give you an hour and a half of trading, mate.